Greetings, brothers and sisters. Today we are going to be looking at asking the Lord for wisdom. The book of James is written by the half-brother of Jesus. It is primarily written to Jewish believers who are being persecuted for their faith. James writes to encourage them and to help them draw near in faith so that they are strengthened and able to stand firm in their struggle. Now, on to the scripture.
James 1 verses 5 to 10. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away.
We often find ourselves walking in circles. Our to-do list is long, but we end up accomplishing nothing. Nothing except shifting messes from one place to another and getting increasingly frustrated with ourselves. Many days we just plod along, hoping that somehow we will pull ourselves together and move forward. Sadly, our success rate with that approach is pretty low. Just doing more doesn't help when our mind is scattered. Often our biggest foes is our cluttered mind. When we don't think straight, we can't solve problems. We become frustrated at our circumstances, confused about what to do, discouraged and defeated. It's a downward cycle. Sometimes we never even think to ask God for help with making little decisions. Maybe we will bring him in on the big decisions, but the little one we figure we could handle ourselves. When this happens, we miss out on so much clarity and focus. If you are having trouble thinking, ask God to clear your mind and direct your decision-making. Then trust he is doing just that. Once you ask God to speak to you, expect it to happen. This expectation is crucial to hearing from God. James writes that if any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Verse 5. We should expect to receive from God. If you do start TP doubt, then take that thought captive and choose to trust that God has spoken. Listening and trusting are important parts of prayer because prayer is not always to get God to move. Many times, prayer positions us to hear God's direction on how we should move. Through prayer, we align our hearts to God's heart and things become clearer. Is the clutter in your mind making it hard to think clearly? Perhaps one of the problems is that you're trying to figure things out on your own. We've been given the mind of Christ and we are offered the wisdom of God. So let's ask and receive today.